Uh, something about sitting in this special truck helps me, helps my old noodles up there get, you know. I thought of a story that I used to work for a man. You know, when I wasn't in fooling with the chalk business, I was in the logging business. And got a lot of stories about that too. But anyway, um, I worked with this man. He was a pig farmer, but he went into trucking because his brother was in logging. And he done lost his shirt with pigs. He bought them real high and had to sell them cheap. I mean, anyway. Well, one morning, you know, I used to also, when I was younger, I worked at a tire shop, like for big trucks and all. And back then, we didn't have one of them propane tank looking things you blow up with air and pump up a tire with and put it on the rim. They ain't ever built one of them back then. Or we didn't know about one. But we had ether, starting fluid. And boy, I tell you what, you squirt that in there around that bead and squirt it in there, boy, and go around that bead, run your little stream off from it, and light it, have the air ready to stick on it. You better get it first time, or you get a tire hot and you don't get it. And you better make sure when you squirt it the second time that there ain't no fire left in it nowhere. Because it won't be pretty. You won't have to worry about no eyelashes, no face hair, nothing. If you don't get you popped in the mouth. But anyway, we had a tire thing to put them in when we pump them up, especially them old 10, 120, them old ones that the lock range fly off. But the best thing to do with them is put them back on the truck before you pump them up. But I was pulling the truck for him, truck and trailer. We had two trucks. We had a Mack and a Cabo International. So I was driving two trucks. They'd load one while I was gone with the other one. When I get back, I mean, you know, it was like, instead of setting out trailers, we had the whole truck and trailer set out. And I was driving a Mack one time, and the outside trailer tire on the front, right outside front trailer tire. And it don't matter, it's just the outside trailer tire on the passenger side. Went flat. And it broke down off the rim. Well, this person, when he seen it, he's like, oh man, it just broke his heart. I mean, it just messed him up. He needed to go and get it loaded. Well, I said, oh, it ain't no problem. I said, all we got to do is, and it would just happen to be sitting where it was empty. The trailer was empty, and it just happened to be sitting where the outside tire that was flat and off the rim was kind of elevated a little bit. The inside tire was up on some stuff, you know. Because normally you got to back them up on a block or something, get them up a little bit. I said, oh, we need some starting fluid. I can blow that up. He said, what? I said, yeah. He didn't believe me. I said, well, I'll show you. So I took, boy, I sprayed around the thing and run me a little thing off and got some air over there, and that thing, woof, lit up. Boy, he was amazed. Boy, I mean, he was like he ready to hug my neck. And, well, about 2 months later, give or take, he done had the International loaded out there. And I reckon the left front tire must have had a leak, or he run over something. I don't know. Well, we were out there in a pasture. And when I was coming in with the Mac, I was going to go down there and turn around, and he done was cranking the International up to get it built up there. And he told me, he said, let me see that starting fluid out there. I said, okay. And I knew the left side of that truck like it was sitting down in the front, but I didn't think much about it. And he got that starting fluid tore out, and I went on down in there, turned around and come back. And I got all my stuff out because we were getting the International and go take it off, that load. And as I started walking to the International, I'm on the passenger side, and the driver's side is away from me. Over there where it looks like there's something like, come to find out the left front tire went flat. And when it went flat, it just come off the rim. I've seen them do that before. It's real unlikely. But anyway, it kind of separated from the rim. Left a gap. And I'm walking with my cooler and my junk. And we had a bag phone back then. You plug it up in a cigarette lighter, you could talk, I'm throwing all this stuff over there. And the truck's running. And all of a sudden, because there's nothing smells like it. There ain't no other smell. If you know what starting fluid smells like when you light it, when you blow up a tire, there ain't no other smell like it. But right after I got that smell, I went there smelling like somebody burn a dog up. And when it smelled like hair or like nasty stuff. I was like, Lord have mercy, what's that? Well, I'm walking on, it was a cowboy truck, so it was big old high truck. And by that time, my boss man come out from around the front of the truck. He wore glasses. And they were pretty smoked up. And he looked like he had pepper. Some kind of fuzzy peppery stuff all over his face. And where his mustache used to be. And I said, Lord, what'd you do? He said, that stuff didn't work for me. I said, you got your stuff all over your face. And he pulled his glasses down, and he did like this and like that. And when he did, it was like a wax job. I mean, it just took him out like a baby's butt. Just And I told him, I said, man, you can't spray it in there with it flat. You got to get the weight up off of it. You can't do it like that. But all that he sprayed in there come right back on him. One had killed him. But it's just amazing the things that I've seen happen, or I mean, and I promise you, he ain't forgot this. I don't think he ever flew with no more starting fluid. I don't even think he would crank a motor with starting fluid no more. But it's amazing. If you ain't sure about something, I wouldn't. I got some more experiences I've had with starting fluid. I'll tell you about that. That'll be another video. They call it poor man's nitrous. But that'll be another one. But it was, I'm the one that looked like an idiot with that one. Me and my co-partner there. Uh, but anyway, I just thought I would throw that in. Uh, it it was really funny, and I imagine if you're a woman and all, and you know, unless you woman that works and does manly things with tires and in the woods and stuff, you probably wouldn't think that's funny, but I reckon I know I got a lot of men watching and don't want to offend nobody. But anyway, uh, if you will, like, share, and subscribe, and appreciate all the ones that have, and uh, double R, unplug, checking out. And until next time, y'all figured it.